Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw a tree. The tree is kind of the most difficult thing to draw for me. Well, not really for me because I know how to do it, but it might be for you guys. A tree is pretty much the way you want to draw it out. You can have as many curves as you want to, or as many branches. It's your tree. Okay, so I'm going to start off drawing a simple tree. Just a couple curves. I'm going to show you how to draw the bark too. Okay, so this is the tree right there. That's one part of the tree. Then we're going to have this side. I'm just going to show it all curved up and everything to show like not just a normal tree. Okay? So that's the tree right there. Now here we go with the part of the stem. You're going to want to have where you're coming out with the stem kind of like lumpy. Okay? You have that there, kind of like lumps. Then you're going to extend it out. And it's going to be just a weird looking triangle connecting to the other ones. And you have this one here too. And then you can also add in the grass I showed you how to draw. Remember, this is just the tree bark. Now in manga, when you're in a forest, in the manga, they have like moss on a tree. That's easy to draw too. What you do is, like I showed you how to draw the grass from the top point of view, you do the same thing there, but just lightly. You do the moss, and you can have the moss wherever you want it to be. Have some moss there, but this time, this isn't going to be grassed up. The inside is going to be grassed. The patches are going to be grassed up. Okay? Have the moss on these things too, if you want it. Okay, and then you just draw some lines like I showed you how to do with the grass. Draw some lines in there. Okay, and now also you're going to do the shape of the tree on both sides. On this side you're going to do this shape of lining, then on this side you're going to do that shape of line. So over here you're going to have just some straight lines going down that shape. Okay, and now inside the lines you're going to kind of have these little things as if you're counting inches on a ruler. Have those there on them like that. This is the manga style of drawing a tree. You can do that. You don't really want to consume the bark with the lines, but just do it though. I mean, just draw some lines there. Draw some lines in it. Some lines here. Do it here too. Draw some lines there. This is a simple way of doing it. When you get better at it, you can draw as many lines as you want to on here, if you know how to make it more detailed and defined. Okay. Okay. And that's how the tree bark is going to look. And now we're going to get into the grass part of the trees, which is just as simple as drawing the grass. I'm just going to have some extended shapes here. Just really like you were doing the hairline of the black guy I drew. There's some sharp points. Don't really go around outside. You want to take it from around the bark area and then finish it off like that. Don't continue it from over here. Take it from there. The only part that's very difficult when drawing a tree is shading it in. I can't really do shading correctly on trees. Okay. And then we have that. And then inside you can have some extra leaves in there, you know. Some extra stuff. Now sometimes you can shade it in with pencil. I wouldn't really do it with ink or anything. I usually use pencil and it comes out cool. So when I shade it, I kind of just go in there and just shade it in really lightly. And then when I'm done, I go back in these areas right here is where you shade it in dark. You will come back and you go dark over here, dark here, but the rest you shade it in lightly. You don't shade in the bark. Do not shade in the bark. The bark is good on its own without being shaded in. Okay, and as I said, these areas you're going to want to shade it in darker. It's kind of like the shadowing of the tree. You're going to want to come down here, and just like you did with the grass from the front view, just draw some lines, some triangles. Like so. See, you don't always need paint to draw grass. I learned how to draw grass from watching paint shows on how to, paint. And I said, let me see if I can try it with a pencil. And it came out great. Also, if there's something in a book that you see and you like how it was drawn, try and draw it. I learned most of what I draw from copying how other people draw it in books. Then I would just draw by myself without looking at it. Then I'm like, oh, this is pretty easy once you've got it down.